Hey. Oh, wait, wrong intro.
Wrong video.
Wrong video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, SeaRaptors of all ages, welcome to BSSE NACL. Our playoffs bracket has begun with this best of three. Let's take a look on Northern Waters. BSSE, Tom in the gearing. This is a COTS build setup. Nice to see. They're continuing for destroyers. They've got Kearney in a Shimakaze. That is a torpedo build Shimakaze. Raptor, what do you think for his torpedo range?
I'm guessing 12.
You guessed correctly. Taffy 2014 with the 420 Blaze It All smoke build Harugumo. Basti.
With range.
Huh?
With range mod.
With range mod. Basti in a Wusta also with range mod. Like seeing that personally. Aliscore 24 in Salem with reload running radar. Biometrics Sasquatch in a range build Stalingrad. DB Cooper's boat in a Napoli, not running secondaries, but running range. Count Fraggington in the Ohio sniper spec. Actually, it's a damage spec because he's got the sniper in the other one, and he's got all the secondaries as well. So he is going full Death Blossom. Let's see if that works. And then Progenosis in the St. Vincent in a speedy, get around to your flank and blap you in the face kind of build.
Now, what I remember about seeing Basti play Wuxia on this map from day one, Zath, is that range mod, Basti got a tremendous amount of work farming damage off of battleships and everything, and it was fun to watch.
Oh, it was a joy. Absolutely.
All right, let's have a peek here at the NALC lineup very quickly. We got Russian balances for Life's Marceau zooming over here to A. Shell's already trading across the middle of the board as the Stalingrad gets spotted. He is backed up by Raindrops Marseille, taking a position down here in the extreme southwestern corner of the map. We've got Speed Raise Marseille right there with him. Looks like these builds are very, very nearly identical. Very close, a couple skills difference. Awesome St. Vincent hanging towards Miz. His biometrics takes a good chunk right there. A little bit of survivability to go with his Brisk. In the middle, we have Darth Vader's Daring about to cap B. Going to pull that off and bail out.
Amazing, that was uncontested.
Yep, backed up by Yugumo Chinese Stalingrad. We saw NACL play this map from the south spawn yesterday with Yugumo in this position, but we did not see them take this Marseille push over to the left flank because Marseille was banned in every single one of those matches. So we'll have to see what they're planning on doing there. This is a range mod Stalingrad. Behind him, immediately, Fend the Reapers Montana. Very much a survivability build. And then on the right flank, we have Mighty Mo's Yu Yang. This is a radar Yu Yang, not running Superintendent, only 3 charges of radar, facing off against Kearney and Cooper's boat and Fraggington. And he is backed up by Seals, Napoli, range mod, and accuracy back there in slot 3.
And a quick reminder, banned ships for this map, Conqueror and Des Moines.
Yes.
Conqueror.
Yeah, that was an odd one. You and I commented on it, looking at it like, okay, Des Moines? Sure, I get Des Moines. Conqueror? Like, what's the thought process there precisely?
Yeah, I mean, Conqueror, of course, with the super heal, it's got the staying power, I suppose.
I can tell you right now, Zath, that the early interesting excitement is all going to happen at the A cap. They're beating up the St. Vincent. Basti doing good work here with those guns, as Basti does, because we saw lots of this. But Basti's also doing something a little different. When we saw Basti play this Wusta on day one, it was back behind this island that the Marseilles are behind now. But they're obviously trying to use the gearing to smoke Basti up to this island right along the edge of the cap. That Russian Balance for Life is already here, and those Marseilles are going to be pushing, and I doubt they're going to stop at this island that Basti is going to camp out at.
I mean, it's going to be pretty wild what happens there. Awesome gets a blind salvo into Basti, gets a little bit of hits.
Yep.
But you're right.
They're just butchering Awesome. He just finally print a new ship there.
Basti coming out, purposely get himself detected. He's trying to get Awesome to focus on him and stop turning away.
Well, he's going to get his wish because these torpedoes are coming in right now. They're going to land at least one of these gearing torps.
Yep. Good play by Basti there.
And get the flood. They do get a flood right now.
And DCP is down for a minute. And heal's down for a minute.
So the St. Vincent was burning. They got the DCP. He got to a heal. Then they baited him into a torpedo. And now they're trying to get another fire back on him.
And the Marseilles have been detected now on the one line.
Yep. I was going to say, but the Marseilles are coming. Are they going to keep pushing or turn and camp behind the island?
regardless, Awesome does go dark, which is huge. I don't think he will die. He's going to be able to use his heal and come back. And nope, he's staying lit by shooting. Okay. Never mind.
Early points advantage going to NACL here. They grabbed B. They grabbed C. They're contesting C right now. Kearney Shimakaze in there, trading body blows with Mighty Mo right now. As Vader's Daring had kind of edged over towards the 8-cap, but got spotted somewhere along the way and is backing off.
Mm-hmm.
Torpedo's going in on the Marseilles. Raindrop's going to take one of these.
That's right. Meanwhile, Awesome has 5 seconds to his next heal, so he managed to save his ship. Very impressive.
Well, is Russian going, Zath?
Nah.
I mean, speed boost is up. Nope, pulling the handbrake now. And so now a whole bunch of units camp behind this island.
That's right. They're going to angrily stare at each other while their friends beat up on them.
They're going to stare at each other through solid matter, Zath. Now,
oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
BSSE did a really good job pushing the St. Vincent back, but yep, here comes Prussian, and he's going to get it. Yep. They're going to assassinate
he's going to go for Basti. He's going to go for Basti too. He is.
I think he's going to.
Oh.
Basti is not going to survive this.
Oh.
Russian balance is going to trade his ship for 2 cruisers here at A. The power of the French torpedoes and the French speed.
That's right. Amazing clip moment. Please, somebody clip that. Fantastic. Look at that first game, and we already have something crazy to clip.
Well executed by Russian balance. And Zath, that's a big change from what we saw happen to Russian balance on this map yesterday.
It's a very different change. Yes, very big change.
Yesterday, Russian getting deleted on this map very early in the game in a Des Moines. Obviously not in a Marceau.
Yeah, I thought he was a Salem, but yeah, same deal.
Whatever. It was a American heavy cruiser, whatever it was, and it did not end well for him at all.
Yeah.
And so now it's a 300-point lead and change for NACL as the 2 ships that BSSE has kind of gotten worked down here have to back off. That's the Harugumo and the Shimakaze. Although Kearney risking it again.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty comfortable right now with the situation. Yu Ying being pushed back. Darth Vader plugs goes down for the Daring.
Yeah, they kind of made it. Vader was kind of caught out over here, certainly under the Stalingrad radar and losing a duel with the Harugumo there. I wouldn't call that a forced error, but it does feel a little bad now. Both teams sitting on 2 kills as BSSE is going to grab the C-cap, but with a huge health advantage, Zath. I can't help but feel like NACL is going to start throwing their weight around.
Oh.
What is Prognosis doing? Why sit out here in front of these Marseilles? You're just going to get murdered.
Yeah, not sure about that decision.
I'm confused.
There he goes.
Yeah, I'd have to go. I'll need to have to go back and review how he ended up in that position. It feels like maybe he pushed a little too far and maybe just felt like he didn't have anywhere else to go. Tried to reverse or something.
Could be one of those things where, you know, your team changes course like a school of fish.
Yes.
Or Gallimimus in your case.
Yes, absolutely.
And he just didn't notice. So he's looking around like, where'd everybody go? But yeah, yesterday's game, that was with the Holland that had the superhero or the unique upgrade that died right away.
They murdered that Holland in seconds. And then, of course, Russian Balance's Salem also died in that initial exchange, salvo, whatever. The Harugumo looks like this is Taffy looking like he's going to melt Raindrop off the board. Now, Raindrop was the one playing the Harugumo yesterday.
Yes, he was.
Who was doing this to people. So maybe a little bit of karmatic balance there, Zath.
Yep, turnabout is fair play.
Taffy now going to switch his fire over to the St. Vincent, but I'm sure he'll flop back long enough to reset the Marseille. Blind fire coming in, and they get Taffy.
Wow.
Blind in smoke. Well done.
Well, look at where Taffy died in the smoke screen. I want to point this out. There's a mod that you can download. It tells you exactly the middle of that smoke screen. It makes it really hard. If you look at where he is, he's in the exact center of that smoke screen.
If he had been kind of backing around a little bit, it's possible he might have been able to survive that salvo. This is going to be a quick game, Zath. We're not quite to the 10-minute mark, and BSSE basically, this is over. They've got, 4 surviving ships, and Tom's gearing is all by himself, way over here. I presume they're going to pull the Marseilles out and run them into the middle of the board. Or, excuse me, the surviving Marseille and the St. Vincent.
Yeah, I don't see any radiolocation on either of these. Of course, St. Vincent just saw the gearing torpedo, so they know generally where Tom is.
Yeah,
Neither of
they
them
know
could
he's
deal
back
with
there.
him, so
They
they'll
know
just
he's
run
back
away.
there. That there's no need really, right? Like at this point, they should be able, if they can hold a cap and clean up the rest of, one or two of these other ships, they've pretty much got this in the bag, and I think they know it.
Right, yeah. They're not retreating from A, they're charging at B.
Yep. The power of the French destroyers strikes again, Zaf.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very impressive play.
Well, we talk about it in King of the Sea. Once you have a ship lead, if you trade ship losses with the opposing team,
That's okay.
you're always ahead, right? Those French destroyers in a situation like that are able to generate a ship lead, positive kills, right?
Yes, put you in that position.
You send him into that situation knowing that you're going to lose him. But if he can take both ships with him, that is huge.
Exactly. Even if he didn't take the second ship and just whittle them down to near death, I mean, that still has a huge impact.
Yeah, absolutely. The team can clean him up at that point.
Seal demonstrating the power of the Napoli side against Ohio shells.
Yep. Fraggington in a secondary duel here with Seal's Napoli. Kind of trying to dodge the torpedoes he suspects are coming, but hasn't seen yet. Probably spotting them about now. Gonna turn in and take at least one. Nope, gonna take two.
He wants to get those rear turrets unmasked.
Really wants to get those stern turrets in, and he does. Buys his team some more time. As the gearing, that's Tom, gets back onto A. But Fraggington now getting very, very low as the Montana chunks him down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's flooding. The Napoli was still flooding. You know what? I think he was on 2 floods, Zaf.
I think so, too.
I think he was on 2 floods.
Because when he turned like that, I think he took one on both tips.
He definitely took 2, and of course we're not able to see how many floods he's sitting on. There's no visual marker for that, for the same way there is for fires. You can tell the ship either is flooding or it's not from our perspective.
Correct. Yep.
Maybe that's something we could put on the request list. I have to have to jot that down. Make a note here for flood quantity. Over the years, the spectator mods in this game have gotten so much better with the amount of information we're able to actually see versus what we have to guess at. But there are still a handful of minor corner cases where sometimes we have to go, I don't know. And that happens to be one of them. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, goodness.
Time ticking away here. Marseille stepping back into A after Tom caps it. Tom realizing, screw it.
I mean,
opens up on the Marseille now. I mean, might as well.
At least he can save his star by getting some decap XP, right?
I mean, he's now the last surviving member of the team. 30 seconds from an NACL win here in game 1.
As Puddin likes to put it, it's all about the COTS PR.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah, I like it.
I don't think I'm going to get a death pick. I think these guys are going to sink before I can even get over. Yeah, before the game even ends. Sag. Come on, Tom. Get out here and die. Please. It will please me. Aw. It's like D Space Nine, one of the Mirror episodes, when Worf was the regent or whatever. He wants to punch the guy. Yo, get over here. Your regent needs you.
That's right.
Okay, well, congratulations to NACL. Wow.
Solid win from NACL. They looked really good here, Zath. I mean, we watched them win this map yesterday after some early misfortune, so I'm not surprised. But that Marseille push backed up, I should say led by the Marceau charge there. I think a beauty to watch.
Yeah. Craziness. Well, let's get back to our best of 3 screen and
to capture this key
All right, guys. Well, video's long. We don't have time, so we're gonna let that. We'll come back to. You guys can see the whole Estuary video later. For now, let's get into this game.
Agreed.
Welcome, indeed. Welcome to game 2 of this series, best of 3 between NACL and BSSE. NACL spawning here on the top end of Estuary, fielding a 2 destroyer lineup. We're looking at Russian balances Marceau, possibly the hero of game 1, depending on how you look at it.
That's
hero
right.
or villain, depending on which team you're rooting for. He is paired up with Mighty Mo's Yu Yang. Same build as last time. Still sticking with 3 radars. Off he goes. Got a 5 cruiser lineup here for an ACL. We're looking at Marseille and Marseille again. I'm looking at Speed Rays Marseille, headed over here to the A side, along with Raindrops Marseille, headed over here to the A side, with Yugamo's Stalingrad, same build as last time. Range perhaps not necessary on this map, but he's got it anyway.
Right.
And then Awesome's St. Vincent also headed over here towards the A cap. Hanging mid for the moment, Fend the Reaper's Montana, spotted actually. Matt Marceau back there caught a quick glimpse of him through the middle. And then Seal's Napoli and Darth Vader's Salem. Now, Vader last game was in a Daring. I think he's the only one that has actually changed ships, Zaf.
Yep, I think you're right about that. And let's take a look at the south, the BSSE already in CCAP. Look at that.
Yep, already on top of it. Salem radar going up, pick him up.
Yeah, and the problem, if you look at where Matt is, he's bowed towards the island. He doesn't have... Well, actually, no, he could probably just hit W and turn out. I think it'd be okay. But anyway, there he is in his Marceau. Shots coming in now from Montana. I would have liked to have seen Montana.
They all...
Wow.
No one manages to get a reset, Zap.
Yep.
They land some shells close to him, but none close enough to get the reset.
Yep.
Bold.
Pretty
but
impressive.
Wait.
Nah, it's already it's done. There was 1 second to go before the shells even were halfway there. Behind him is Biometric Sasquatch and Unique Upgrade Moskva doing the Unique Upgrade Moskva things. We've got Wusta, that's Cooper this time, in Range Mod. Lady Alyssa in 420 Blaze at Range Harugmo. Count Fraggington in Ohio with all the damage like last time. Progenosis is now in a Conqueror. So maybe I
banned last game.
Yeah, not banned this time. So maybe that's why NACL banned Conqueror. They knew Progenosis was a Conqueror main. He's using Unique Upgrade Conqueror. Basti in another Range Module Wusta. Owlscore 24 in a Reload Radar Salem. And then Tom in his COT spec gearing all the way out on the 1 line.
Quick reminder, banned ships for this match are Shimakaze and Des Moines.
That's right. And Choo Choo, the Marceau train now departing C, going to B.
I see this.
That's right. Leaving chocolate and going for bacon.
Very, very bold here. Biometrics got his radar up. They can see a few of these ships, but they cannot spot Russians' Marceau over there on the 2 line.
Yep.
Stalingrad radar coming up from Yugamo. They can see Matt's Marceau here in mid. Finally, the shells starting to come in from the St. Vincent and the Marseilles over on the edge of the map. This time, they find the mark.
Yeah, this time resets happened.
Yes.
Meanwhile, over on the D side, it's nothing but Death Snail shenanigans, the usual.
Now, I'll be curious to see how Matt handles this, because even though he's not spotted anymore, yeah, they're going to continue to shoot at that spot. They know he's lurking in that corner of the cap. So even the blind fire has the possibility of landing the resets that they want.
Yeah, Cooper has to think very skinny thoughts here to dodge these deep water torps. He does. Oof.
It's all the HE farming set up here on the south side of DCAP. Teams very, very fairly spread out, with the exception of the giant Marseille push pair, whatever you see hanging out over here on the A line. And what's interesting about the 1 line, excuse me, what's interesting about this is the amount of HE firepower that BSSE has set to receive this push between Salem, Wushta, and Conqueror.
That's right. It's almost as if they were expecting this to happen.
It's almost as if they studied their opponents, Zach.
How dare they?
How dare they?
Oof. Awesome is quite low again early in the game.
Yep. Doing good work here, farming him out. Marceau opening up on something now.
Marceau on Russian, yeah.
Yeah, they can see Russian now, so that's where the fire has shifted.
They know what Russian did last game. They don't want that to happen again.
They don't want this happening again. That's exactly right.
Let's take a look at the other side. Nothing going on.
Wushta and Harugamo now stepping their toes into the decap. The Yu Yang radar
catches Alyssa.
Mighty Mo's they're gonna catch Alyssa for a split second before this radar expires. I say a split second. Only a handful of seconds though.
Yep.
And Alyssa, I love the daring, the boldness here, because Alyssa's like, look, you're not shooting at me, I'm not moving.
I just can't believe it took so long for shells to come after her.
Yeah, they are going to land a few shells here. Alyssa's going to reverse. Of course, the deep water torps off her stern, not a threat to her. They are a threat to Coop. And so now Coop can see them coming. He's got to get moving.
Good luck. These are fast.
His hydro is down. He's going to take at least 2 of these.
Oof, one on both sides.
Bow and stern, pops the DCP, pops a heel. Definitely has to back off.
Remember when a torpedo strikes the... Go ahead.
Coop's going to beach himself. Really close to this island right now. Going to struggle to get out of here. Needs to probably secure his fire, go dark a bit while he makes a maneuver.
So a reminder, when a torpedo hits a bow or stern, if it's unprotected part, there's no torpedo belt, it does full damage.
All right, Coop is dark now. They know he's there, though, so expect the blind fire to continue, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa's smoke now coming back up again as well.
Yes, badly needed at this point, I might add.
Very badly needed, because Coop's heel and DCP are both on cooldown. But more deep water torps coming in from Mo. And Coop's hydro is available whenever he's ready to use it. Back at the A-cap. Well, I would say status quo, but it's not. Speed Race Marseille absolutely getting mauled back there. Has backed off, way off, isn't spotted anymore as the fire now starts to fall on Raindrop.
Yeah, they've been trying to whittle down Awesome, and he got down to 8,000, and then once again, they couldn't get the kill.
Yep, they got St. Vincented.
Yeah. So now they're back on him again, realizing, oh, he used a heal. Okay, cool. Now they can spend a whole bunch of time to set him on fire, work him down to next to nothing, and not kill him again.
Yep. Tom and the Marceau, Russian balance, spotting each other on the surface here. Across the cap, they get Russian balance to open fire.
Yep.
Tom's going to get back into smoke. They'll break that vision, and of course they lose Russian as soon as Tom does that.
Right, and Aliscore is not, unfortunately for them, Aliscore is not in position to support shooting Russian right there.
Nope. Salem a little too far back, offline. Very, very tight game. 8 minutes in, less than 100 points separate these teams.
No
Mighty
kills
Mo's
yet.
Yang trying to get D, but might have bitten off more than he can chew here as the Worcester radar comes up. Mighty Mo loses a torpedo tube permanently as Alyssa and Cooper push the advantage.
Yeah, I really like how Alyssa did the smoke screen. It made it look as if it was trying to smoke the Worcester completely out of the area. And I think that tricked Mighty Mo into thinking he could be safe to go into decap.
Alyssa definitely taking some damage for this, but Mo coming out much worse.
You'll notice that Alyssa was purposely staying outside of smoke to keep that spotting for the team.
Yep, absolutely. It's a risk, but she's trading her health for that spotting damage.
Speaking of risk, guess who's about to take another torpedo?
Oh, no.
There goes Russian on the A side.
Oh, that's a big, big kill for BSSE as they grab the Yang on the other side. And just like that, the 2 destroyer lineup is destroyerless.
Yeah, yep, now you're depending on the cruisers. Cooper
over here on the A line escapes barely.
Coop
on 850
just got smacked by Fend the Reaper's Montana.
Oh my!
And he's still shooting.
Well, I think he realizes he's dead, so to hell with it.
I guess
the Salem's gonna bag him. That's really surprising, but yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Well, there he got to a heel now, but the HE should be enough. There it is. Somebody's HE should be enough to kill him.
Yeah, Napoli seals the deal.
First kill of the game here for NACL. NACL, despite losing their destroyer, still has a significant HP advantage.
Well,
BSSE slowly having to work through all of this health over on the 1-2-3 line.
Yeah, and both Tom and Lady Alyssa were sacrificing hit points in order to secure kills. It's the right choice. It makes sense, but the result of that is as you see it.
Yeah.
But Tom has adrenaline rush.
Darth Vader's Salem now edging into the C-cap as BSSE moving up firmly to secure A.
Here comes Ohio shells on the Salem. Yeah. Matt's in trouble.
Yep, they've come around the corner to get this kill on the Marceau. Biometrics is Moskva, not yet able to do anything about it. It's all going to be a question of whether or not Matt can trade with the Salem. And the answer is going to be not quite. Salem only takes 2 torps while the heel ticks.
It feels really weird. It felt like Matt just didn't react to that Salem. Very odd.
He knew he was there. 100% knew he was there.
That's what I
Saw
mean.
him coming, left the torpedoes from him. BSSE now owns all the caps in the game. It feels like NACL has maybe just decided no cap, kill all.
Well, like you said, they're out of destroyer, so they might as well just go for it.
Feels like they just kind of gone, all right, everybody push. They're going to push biometrics out. They're just going to squeeze him. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He can't kill the Salem.
Nope.
It's a 1-ship advantage now for NACL, who has no board control, but still has a significant health advantage and is absolutely pushing it as the Stalingrad beats up on Prognosis's Conquer over here with some Citadels.
Yeah, I'm watching Fraggington right now, trying to do a duel with Fend the Reaper's Montana, but of course Seal's Napoli is inbound.
Yeah, they're just pushing. They've just said, everybody push whatever cap you're on.
I actually really like that play. They're doing it before BSSE can recover.
Right, and they're doing it while they have a significant health advantage, and at the moment, a ship advantage as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Fraggington can win this duel, because he's effectively in a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That salvo, he got absolutely nothing. Napoli comes in with 2 fires. Montana hits him again in the bow for about 10K. Montana turning into the torpedo salvo from Lady Alyssa. He's going to take at least 2.
He only took one.
Second one, I was assuming was going to hit the stern, but it didn't. Alyssa's now absolutely trapped here between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. She has to turn right.
And stuck.
But when she does, she's going to beach herself. Yep. So now she's dead. Montana is flooding. She's going to try and take the Montana with her.
Montana DCP'd. Not going to happen.
Oh, yep. DCP'd in a heel.
Yep. On the other side, Bastide goes down the Worcester. So this is all but over now.
This is almost all over. Wow. You know, when BSSE kills the destroyers, you look across the board, you think, hey, that's a solid lead. They might be able to pull this off. But NACL just has too much health for these guys to chew through.
Absolutely.
They're going to get to St. Vincent.
Finally. Only took them 13 minutes.
I think he got through 3 heals, if not 4.
And Alscore just gets clobbered. Well.
And just like that, 14 minutes into the game, NACL with a huge ship lead. They now own all the caps. You know, Zap, you almost feel like you think back to the early days of international play, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we would go up, the NA teams would go play the EU teams, and the game would be very much like this, right? There'd be some early cap contesting, and then at some point, the entire EU team would be like, all right, everyone forward now.
Yep.
That's exactly what it feels like just happened.
Yep. It very much does. It also feels like BSSE sacrificed too much health to get the kills that they desperately needed to get. And the result of that is, as you know, we're here. That Worcester just taking all those torpedoes like a champ, and then deciding, well, I'm dead anyway, and just la 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 la, you know, shooting the guns, and it's just, I don't know.
And so, you know, you look back at BSSE's play again, also not flawless, right? I mean, the Worcester Coop, of course, had a couple of navigational errors there, beached himself. It didn't actually cost him his ship, but definitely some moments there where he could have, you know, changed his position or been able to manage something different, but unable to make it happen here on Estuary. Wow. I'm a little surprised by that result. I really am. When BSSE killed the destroyers, I thought, wow, they're playing, this is good for them. And then NACL's like, yeah, but I got 100,000 extra health to throw around. Let's go.
I was seriously thinking to myself, all right, we got a game 3. I'm getting ready for this. I'm here for it. And then all of a sudden, NACL's like, hold my beer. You know?
Hang on a minute.
Well, congratulations, NACL.